Picture this. You're at a party on a Friday night. You're not the party type. Usually you're that 2 beers and I'm good guy. But tonight, your friends dragged you out, and you're feeling that heavy pressure to just fit in. A buddy sits down next to you. He pulls out a small pill and says it's just Xanax. Bro, take it. You'll relax and stop overthinking everything. You hesitate for a second. Then your brain starts negotiating. Just one time. Everyone's doing it. Don't be the lame one tonight. So, you swallow it. What you don't realize is that pill was never made in any clean pharmacy. It was pressed in a filthy basement lab with zero quality control. Inside it, 2 milligrams of fentanyl, just a few tiny grains of salt, but more than enough to kill a full-grown adult. Congratulations, you just played Russian roulette with something you couldn't even see. Oh, hey there, I'm Exhibit A for bad decisions. Before we go any further, let's play a quick game, Hollywood versus reality. Most people think an opioid overdose is dramatic, thrashing around, gasping for air, foaming at the mouth like in the movies, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, a fentanyl overdose is hauntingly quiet. Doctors even call it deceptively peaceful. You just look like you're falling into a deep, heavy sleep. No struggle, no panic. Because the drug shuts down your brain's air hunger reflex completely. You simply stop breathing, while everyone around you has no clue anything is wrong, until it's way too late. And here's the second big lie. A lot of people believe they would notice if their pill was laced. A strange smell, a bitter taste, something. But fentanyl is completely odorless and tasteless. It's invisible. Without a test strip, there's no way your senses can warn you that a dose no bigger than a few grains of salt is about to end your life. Fentanyl is no regular opioid. It's a fully synthetic monster, 50 times stronger than heroin, 100 times stronger than morphine. Unlike real medicine made in clean factories, these street pills are pressed in dirty basement labs. No quality control. No one gives a damn. This is what experts call the chocolate chip cookie effect. The fentanyl isn't mixed evenly. It's scattered randomly, like chocolate chips in cookie dough. You and your friend take pills from the same bag. They get a mild buzz. You hit a concentrated hotspot, a lethal dose. Congratulations. You just lost Russian roulette, and you didn't even know the game had started. Once it hits your bloodstream, fentanyl locks onto the mu-opioid receptors, but its real killer move happens deep in your brainstem. At a tiny cluster called the pre-Butzinger complex, your body's natural breathing pacemaker. Fentanyl doesn't just make you drowsy, it sends a hard shutdown command. It kills the signals that tell your lungs to keep working. And just like that, your own breathing pacemaker just got permanently fired. Within the first 5 minutes after that pill hits your system, you feel the best you've ever felt in your life. A massive wave of dopamine and serotonin floods your brain. All your stress, all your anxiety, it just evaporates. You're wrapped in a warm, safe blanket of pure euphoria. You're nodding along with your friends, thinking, wow, this is the greatest decision I've ever made. But while you're enjoying paradise, your brainstem is already quietly planning your funeral. 5 to 10 minutes in, that beautiful high turns heavy, crushing. Your breathing drops hard from 16 breaths a minute down to 6 or less. Your pupils shrink to pinpoints. Your tongue feels thick. The world starts getting blurry. You're still awake, but your body is shutting down. 10 to 15 minutes, you drift into complete unconsciousness, totally unresponsive. From the outside, you look like you're peacefully sleeping. In reality, you're drowning on dry land. The fentanyl has killed your brain's urge to breathe. No panic, no struggle, just quiet. Your lips turn blue, your nails turn gray. Oxygen levels in free fall. 15 to 30 minutes, and it's over. You stop breathing completely. Your heart races desperately, but there's no oxygen left. The whole system collapses. Cardiac arrest. At that point, the person you were is already gone. Unless someone gives you Narcan right then, death is certain. What does this actually feel like? In those final moments, survivors say it's strangely beautiful. You feel like you're sinking slowly into warm honey. Thick, safe, disturbingly comfortable. And the outside world fades into a distant hum. You don't feel panic. No clawing for air. No desperation. Because fentanyl has completely turned off your brain's air hunger switch. To your starving brain, The lack of oxygen actually feels like the deepest relief imaginable. You just drift deeper and deeper into that sweet silence. No regret, no fear, just peace. But not everyone gets that mercy. There's a much darker version called wooden chest syndrome. If the fentanyl hits too fast, your chest and stomach muscles suddenly lock up, hard as wood. Your entire torso becomes rigid. In that nightmare, you can still be fully conscious. You know you need to breathe. You're screaming inside your own head, but your lungs won't move, not even 1 millimeter. You're trapped, a prisoner inside your own paralyzed body, helplessly watching the darkness close in. It's time for a quick reality check. While this was just a story for you, it's a permanent nightmare for thousands of families every single year. Fentanyl is now the leading cause of death for Americans between 18 and 45. At its worst, synthetic opioids took more than 75,000 lives in just 1 year. More than car crashes and gun violence combined. And the scariest part, most of those victims weren't hardcore addicts. They were regular kids, students, young people who thought they were taking a normal Xanax or Percocet from a friend. Listen to me. If a pill wasn't prescribed to you by a real doctor and given by a licensed pharmacist, there is zero way to know if it's real. We're in the one pill can kill era now. If you ever see someone unresponsive, blue lips, or pinpoint pupils, call 911 immediately. Don't hesitate. Don't worry about getting in trouble. Every state has Good Samaritan laws that protect you. And if you have Narcan, use it right away. It can bring them back in seconds. Being the sober guy at the party might feel lame in the moment, but it's a hell of a lot better than being dead at 23 just because you wanted to fit in. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself one question. Is the temporary approval of people who probably won't even show up to your funeral really worth everything you'll ever be? You might feel that heavy pressure right now, scared of being labeled the boring one, the sober guy who killed the vibe. But let's be brutally honest. You know what's infinitely lamer than being the lame one at a party? It's being dead at 23, because you were too insecure to say no, because you wanted to look cool in front of people who will forget your name by next summer. I'm telling you this as Exhibit A for bad decisions. If someone is pressuring you, and your gut is screaming no, just don't do it. One counterfeit pill can kill. The guys pressing those pills in dirty basements have already decided your entire future isn't worth more than a few extra bucks. If you want to stick around and survive the next few videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And seriously, right now, go check your medicine cabinet, or wherever you keep those party supplies. Think twice about what you're really gambling with. I'm a ghost. I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be here. But your life doesn't have the luxury of waiting for you to make a better choice.